I can't relate. If I could, I would definitely own spiders just as a pastime. Unfortunately, I have 3 cats and 2 dogs, so those spiders would not live very long.
Fair.
Will do.
Anyway, what was my question? Oh yeah, about the fell beast. Yeah. Like, I mean, did you answer that question or?
Yeah, I didn't. I've never
Can't
looked into in here.
Hope your forge burns bright.
All right, come over here, and when you can, put
Oh
the
wait,
copper ingot. What?
it wasn't the fell beast that you asked about. It was the Drake looking things, right? Are those fell beasts?
I think. Well, I was asking about the fell beast, cause if dragons are dragons, are fell beasts just a special type of dragon, corrupted
No,
by, Sauron?
no. So fell beasts essentially were made purely of evil. They were essentially the darker version of the giant eagles. They were also referred to as like hellhawks in some of the book. Vaguely.
Cause, well, here's what I was wondering basically. Here's what I knew. Sauron had them, and the Nazgul rode them into battle sometimes.
Well,
That's all I really.
they originated from like prehistoric birds in their time.
Uh,
Yeah.
They weren't just, birth like they were with this dragon in this world.
Correct. So, yeah, they're not even like the same species. They're not even a subspecies.
So what did happen to all? Wait, are dragons noble creatures or are they bad creatures, technically?
They weren't made by either side, so they weren't inherently good or inherently evil. They're just selfish.
Ah,
Yeah. There are a lot of different ones. Smog was actually one of the smaller ones. So,
that's surprising.
Morgoth actually had a black dragon at one point. It was like Caligon or something, but it was like the largest dragon there was. So, compared to Smaug, he would be probably around like 80,000 times the size of Smaug.
Huh.
Yeah, he
That's
was
a big dragon.
huge. And he was the biggest one. He was the most well known, but I think he got to that size because of Morgoth. And then there was a Drake, like what's his name, like Galron or something. It didn't have wings; it couldn't fly. It was essentially like a mountain eater, like the big worms.
Yeah.
But think Komodo dragon instead.
Ugh.
And it too was around 90 times the size of Smaug. So I could literally just wrap around a mountain if it wanted to. Uh,
There was another thing. I just can't remember what they were called. I can't remember the name of the people that I was going to ask about. It was in that one scene, I think the Two Towers, where Saruman had this guy in his like wicked throne room, and he's like, "Do you swear fealty to me in revenge against, I don't know, Rohan?" And the guy cut his palm. He's like, "We swear upon Saruman," or something. I think they're like mountain folk or something.
Oh,
Oh, and I have to check my ec. Let me check real fast. Lord of the Rings. Rings wiki. Wait, I think it was right there. Duh.
yeah, it can't be
Dunlendings?
the what?
Dunlendings.
Dunlin. Oh, when you say mountain people, that's usually the Oathbreakers, the ghosts.
Ah.
The Dunlin.
Well, I could have sworn that was other race of people that was like that, lived in the mountains or whatnot.
Okay. So, Dunlings. Trying to think what scene you're talking about.
Hang on, I'll find it. Lord of. Throne room scene. Burning of West. Is it? Hold on, I'm looking for it right now.
Okay.
Found it. On. Kino. There we go.
Okay.
It is.
Okay, I got that.
Roughly at 2 minutes in. Is this person featured in the scene right here? Is that done? Whatever they're called.
Okay. Oh, yes. Those are Dunlenders.
Okay, so what's their deal?
Essentially, they were really, really salty by the fact that Rohan, they have a beef with Rohan. I'm trying to think here.
Yeah, that's all I really know is that they have a hatred of Rohan, and that's how Sauron, kind of suckered them into, siding with Saruman or whatever. Basically, he got them to like, hey, look, if you go after these guys, we promise you a way to pay back against them or something.
Yes. Trying to see.
I mean, I just sent you a wiki page about them, but that's all the information that kind of had on them.
Oh, I think in the actual books, it was something along the lines of during the main freeze in Middle Earth, the Rohirrim essentially pillaged the Wildmen as much as possible, and they've been salty since. It was the Rohirrim's terrible kings that did it, but they have beef with Gondor too for whatever reason. I can't remember what it was. Essentially,
Finally, the Easterlings. Okay, continue.
Oh no, you're good. I was finishing my own thoughts out loud.
And finally, the Easterling people. Like, I can see where we got the influence from those guys from. Clearly Persia, clearly the Immortals, clearly that side of the world. But apart from that, there's not much known about them, right?
Yes and no. They were major like conversionists for Morgoth. They were very big on him. He was essentially their main god at the time. So.
Yes to you.
I'm trying to think here. Essentially, they had at one point in like early first stage, they'd been friendly with elves and such, but then they stumbled on like Morgoth and everything, and he, doing his normal whisperings, somehow convinced them to betray him or betray the elves.
Huh?
So they did, and they just kind of went from there, essentially trying to kill anyone who didn't follow Morgoth. So they were very into it when the Dunliners brought them to Middle-earth for the great battle with their giant flippin' elephant things.
Elephants, yeah. That's one thing I can remember about them. They have those giant elephant things that are like crazy.
One of the Nazgul
Yeah?
Moon Kings.
Wait, what?
So the Easterling, one of their kings became a Nazgul.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's interesting, considering the fact that most of the Nazgul are never named or, you know, background information are given.
Yeah. I think that was one of the few ones that was given. But they were one of the kings was given one of the 9 rings. The 9 rings given to man made the Nazguls. They were completely corrupt. So.
I think it goes like human, elf, and then dwarf and hobbit on who gets more corrupted, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, hobbits
somewhere along the...
Hobbits are so difficult to corrupt, though, because they're very simple. Simple things are what they look for. Full belly, warm home, peace. That's all they really want.
Unless you're, you know, you're that Tom guy.
Tom Bombadil?
Yeah. Apparently he just did give a damn.
He's not a hobbit.
I know, I was referencing, you know, people who get corrupted, yeah, he didn't seem to get corrupted at all. He touched the wrong ring, didn't care for it, and just gave it back.
Well,
like, what the fuck is he?
He wasn't mortal. There's a couple different things for it, but the closest they got was one of the actual gods came down and just decided to fuck around in mortal realm. But yeah, even the wizards can't fuck with Tom Bombadil, so.
Wait, exactly how many wizards like Gandalf are there?
So there were 2 blue wizards, 1 brown wizard, gray wizard, white wizard. I think there was 6 in total. The only ones really mentioned, though, were Saruman the White, Gandalf the Grey, and Raditz the Brown. The 2 blue wizards were never given names. I think there had been like another gray wizard, but again, wasn't really touched on.
Learning all sorts of new things here. You know what? I think it's a good thing that they just stopped with just. Okay, so the orcs discovered gunpowder and can make explosives, but I'm glad they stopped it there.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine what they would do with modern weapons?
Yeah, like nuclear weapons? Nah. That would not.
Well, not nuclear, but, you know, rifles and whatnot. I mean, they already, already are industrial people. I mean, if they only could, contain that anger they have for each other, they'd be a real threat.
I don't think it would have worked out that well for them anyway, though, because they were very much a legending kind of species.
Fair. That seems to be the norm for orcs,
Yeah.
Every fantasy thing you go into, even Elder Scrolls, most of the time the orcs are just, warriors or bludgeoners. There was one that was there was one that owned a bookstore in Oblivion, but he got made fun of for that.
Orcs are chads.
And then the Warhammer orcs, yeah.
Good lord. I have two Warhammer books. They're all the
Yeah, but here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing about those guys is that they really just don't like each other. They will just kill each other, murder each other, basically like the orcs of Moria, but occasionally there's a guy who's able to round them up, and if they ever got intelligent, if they ever stopped killing one another, they could actually take over the whole galaxy at one point.
Yeah.
But eventually, what's called a WOG, that's like a crusade for the orcs. And what happens is they are able to go on a rampage, but eventually the guy who organizes them eventually gets killed, and the whole thing falls apart. All the progress lost.
Not surprising.
And then it's just an endless cycle of that shit happening. I'm surprised. Oh, they're eating now. Oh, great, they're eating now. Our supplies.
Yum! That hit the spot.
Yeah, we definitely need more plots.
That'll go harvesting more grab apples, but the only place to get them is the Elven place.
Oh, Elven Quarter. Yeah.
Or in the sandbox mode, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we want to do that, so we're just gonna...
I mean, could we make more plots? I mean, where would we put them? Alright, that'll work, but we need more grab apples, so I'll just grab a few. I still want to know what happened to all that meat. Because I brought that over from my sandbox road, where I have over 2,000 meat.
Yeah, so those are both within the
What news?
need for...
If I can reach this one, yeah. I don't think I can reach this one, though. There we go. Just have to stand on it.
It has been a while.
Well, we didn't get much building done, but we sure as hell got some quests done.
Yeah, we did. But that's okay.
What the fuck? Okay, they're all doing the Jirbug boogie. What the fuck's wrong? They fixed part of it, but then they broke the rest.
I like how they build their stools just a little too tall for themselves.
Yeah.
So their feet dangle.
Wait, Arik, do you have a... Oh, he has copper. Don't mind if I do. Is it even possible for orcs to have magic?
I think it's pretty impossible for most things to have magic unless they're one of the wizards. Because the wizards were aces here.
Well, here's why. Well, now the orcs are capable of healing themselves. That's why I'm thinking maybe it's a rune or some type of magic.
Oh, it might be a rune, yeah. Or they have their own ring.
Oh god, please no. Can you imagine an orc with one of those rings of power? Who didn't eat their... Oh great, it's glitched again.
I like, a good portion of the stuff that we have on, like, any kind of vegetation-bearing stuff. It's either elf or hobbit in this game, but the dwarves assimilated it from.
I mean, that field post thing, that's basically hobbit, yeah.
Yeah. That's fun.
Field post, a hearth-like marker for building farm areas. The dwarves borrowed the concept of the scarecrow from the hobbits, unaware of its true purpose. I mean, look at if you take a look at it, it's just crazy looking.
Yeah, it's kind of fun though.
That's a lot of sandstone we have somewhere.
Yeah, I have no idea where that sandstone is.
Well, it's probably in one of the chests up there, or in some other chest. I don't know. We kind of, you know, just moved all the shit up there without, you know, basically thinking at times where would we put shit. We just sort of like organized it on the fly, so things are bound to get lost.
There, all my copper's in that chest for you. I don't know where you want it.
I'll just give it to the metal worker. So you can make copper ingots and we can make copper coins. For the poor Shire people.
RIP. It'd be cool
I mean,
if they
look
put,
at this. See, look at the copper coins. It's a bag of copper coins.
Wow.
And the Shire people want it for some reason.
They need more money.
Wait, I'm actually kind of curious. If this game's set before, I mean after the films and everything, I mean, is Samwise and Frodo still in the village, in the Shire and whatnot?
No. Well, Sam would be. Frodo didn't stay. I think it was like
oh yeah, he left for the Dying Lands, yeah.
after that he left for the Dying Lands, and then Sam stayed until his children were fully grown and his wife died. Then he
left for the Dying Lands.
Yeah.
Partially because, you know, Frodo's there, partially because he was still a ring bearer, right?
Yep. And then Pippin actually became the, I guess, the lord of the Hobbit. Oh, what's it called? Thane. He took his grandfather's position. I don't remember what happened to Mary.
How can you not remember that dynamic duo? They're basically like peanut butter and jelly.
Fair enough. Actually, I think he became a bounder, so like one of the Hobbit Rangers.
I'm
not 100% on that though. I'll have to look.
Alright, well, we can make a quick look around and see if there's anything that needs doing before we call it a night.
Yeah, I don't... Who's sleeping up there?
I don't know, I think they're stuck.
Ah.
And the cook's doing the jitterbug boogie again.
To each their own, I suppose.
Actually, let's not sleep. Let's not... Well, how much energy do you have?
Decent amount.
Alright, let's not sleep temporarily. Let's just call it here so I can, you know, get to work on the trading and the whatnot. While you're off doing that, I'll keep trying to forge more stuff. And try and get those iron mine minutes up and running.
What do you want me to do?
We're calling it here. And off camera, before the next raid, I'm going to see about getting some of this shit done, you know, getting those ingots melted, getting those monuments up and running. So next time, we could be more prepared.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Basically, me doing most of the heavy lifting here.
Yeah, my sandbox is not that far along. I've found doing it my own way. I am very much in a completionist state of mind going through it. So I haven't even left the first area because I'm repairing everything.
Well, I'm just doing the expeditions off camera when nobody else is here. You know, just to get more materials.
Yeah.
Gonna be a challenge though with those Gundabeg searchers though. But what do you think so far?
I honestly like it. It's still pretty awesome.
I mean, we got a twist. We got to see Celebrimbor's secret forge. And the Gundabeg guys are back.
Yeah, but now we also have a new enemy.
Oh yeah, and we also found out what happened to the ring. Thanks, Wanderer.
Sheesh.
You better not touch anything else in my room.
You'll come back and half the stuff's missing.
Yeah. And he's just cuddled in the corner like, my precious.
Sheesh.
Actually, now that I think about it, could this be one of the rings that the dwarves had?
It's possible, because those ones weren't all destroyed.
Like, didn't Durin have a ring, or am I just imagining things?
All 7 dwarf lords had rings. So,
Oh. So the question here is how to get into the stomach of the dragon.
well, that ring could have easily... Oh, no. One of those 7 could have been lost when Moria fell. The only ring that was actually kept track of by dwarves that I know of was the one that went to Erebor with Thorin. So, like, Durin, the Deathless, his ring.
So it's plausible that either any one of them could have, you know,
Yeah,
lost the ring, and the dragon somehow ate it.
pretty much, yeah.
Could dragons be corrupted by the rings?
Oh, yeah.
Or were they meant for... Oh, so they can? Okay.
Yeah, the rings influence whoever's holding them. So be that
Well,
dragon
I don't think it's
or
gonna
not.
influence the... Well, could it influence them in the bottom of their belly? That's a good question. Could it influence it while it's in its stomach?
Yes, because they're still technically holding it.
Hmm.
Because just having contact with it's enough.
Fair. That's probably how I made all those curses.
Yeah.
Alright, I logged the raid. You're free to go. I'm gonna go to bed. Well, first I'm gonna get my something to eat, then go to bed. And I'll keep you up to date in case something happens. Like, it's been some mysterious reason it advances the story or something. But that shouldn't happen. Because I don't plan to, you know, complete the monument of the vault, you know? But if anything happens, I'll let you know. Alright, catch you later. Bye.